Hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have a scholarship update for you, and it is the famous Daad scholarship. Now, this scholarship is one that sponsors you to study a master's degree or do a PhD program in Germany. Now, this is actually focused for social science courses. Yes. So, for this scholarship, I mean to say, would read what the scholarship is about. So, it is actually sponsored by the Helmut Schmidt's program. That's the name of the scholarship, and it is focused for public policy and governance. So, we will go to the overview of the scholarship. The scholarship is actually aimed to support future leaders from developing countries, and they have I think they have provided a list down where we can see the countries that are eligible to apply for this scholarship. Now, the program, which is funded by the German uh, Federal Foreign Office, offers chance to acquire a master's degree in master's program of particular relevance for the social, political, and economic development in the students' countries of origin. Now, the courses or the fields that they have put out here is um, said, okay, in the light of the principles of good governance, highly qualified graduates with first academic degrees are being educated in political sciences, law, economics and administration, and prepared for future leading position in their home country. So this is the areas they want to sponsor students to do their masters or PhD program in Germany. Now, in order to go further, what we do, we can just click on the announcement and see what it's about. If we click, okay, pardon me, we would look at the list of countries that are eligible for the scholarship. And if you look very well, you see the countries that they have listed there and their categories. So there are different countries here, and you can actually see and check if your country is there. Like me, I'm from Nigeria, so this is where I am categorized, which means I am eligible for the scholarship. Now, going back, we can check and see. Oh, they have like the current announcement, what it's about. So if we click this current announcement, it will bring us to this page that talks about what the scholarship is in detail. So if you go down the objective, you see the objective like I've read in the overview. Then who can apply? Graduates from developing and emerging countries with these backgrounds in social or political sciences, law, economic, public policy, and administration. Okay, and then willing to actively contribute to social, political, and economic development in their home countries, and who have already gained practical experience relevance for the program. So either professional experience, internship, political or social commitment like volunteering in your community or participating in an NGO program. You can have that as a professional experience that you would use when applying for the scholarship. What can be funded? So this is what will be funded. Now, the master's courses that have been listed, that are listed below, are what will be funded by the scholarship. And now the course is actually going to be taught in English because it is an international course. It has international focus, so it's going to be taught in English. Now, holders, they said throughout the studies, holders of this scholarship are going to benefit from accompanying support service provided by the program coordinators at the respective study locations. Okay. So scholarship holders benefit from events and seminars organized specifically for them. Okay, and then we'll go down to what the scholarship actually is. Now it says uh, that scholarship holders are exempt from paying tuition fees. So if you are a beneficiary of the that scholarship, you will not pay tuition fee in the university that you will be taking up the course that you have applied for. And what does it mean? It means that while you are in Germany studying, you will be receiving 934 euros per month for master's courses at the institution where you study, and then your health insurance will be covered, and then your travel allowance from your country to your university of study will be covered by the scholarship, and then also you receive a study grant and a research grant. And they said rent subsidies and family supplement. So I'm kind of thinking that it's possible for you to also go with your family if you have if you're married and you have children, so you can actually move with your family as well. Then proceeding German language courses in Germany lasting up to 4 months. So before your program starts, because you're living in Germany and you're going to be making most of your daily interaction with the German people in German, so you would have to take up the German language 4 months before your program actually starts. Then going down, it says here that all applications must be submitted in English or Germany. So if your certificates or your documents are not in English or in German, then you would have to translate them to English and make sure that the translator is an accredited translator where they'll have an official stamp to show that it is an authentic translation. And then what they've said here is please read the Daad selection criteria included in our checklist carefully and take care of every single point listed in the checklist. So you have to be very, very meticulous while filling in the checklist. Now, we'll see the checklist soon, and so that you can know what is included in the checklist and what you need to fill in. Now, please complete the Daad application for a research grant or scholarship only once and indicate your selected master's course or courses in the later case, clearly indicating your first and second priority. So which means if you are interested in applying for two courses, two master's program, you can apply for two, but you cannot apply more than that. So it's either you want to apply for one or you want to apply for two. So you show that by indicating it in the checklist. If you apply for two master's courses, please rank the courses in order. Now, this is very important. In order of preferences in your motivation letter. The motivation letter is actually a two-page letter that you would write to the university that you are applying for, the two universities. That's if you are applying for two master's courses. So you write a two-page motivation letter stating why you should be selected for the scholarship. Now, why your first choice? They said write your motivation letter ranking the courses. Why your first choice of master's course is your first choice, and why your second choice is your second choice. For each choice of course, please provide clear reasons why you think it will advance you academically and professionally. You must submit the same letter of motivation to both courses you are applying for. So it's like I said, it's a two-page motivation letter you're writing, and I think each page, that's an A4 page, would contain 500 words at most. So for that's more like 1,000 words. So you have to be straight to the point, and when you're writing your motivation, please submit the application form to the course of your choice. That's the university, the department, and not to the Daad platform. It's not yet open. So the scholarship application must be sent directly to the master's course. So here they are talking about selection. Selection will be made by a selection committee in October, November 2024. The committee comprises of professors from the courses where you are applying for the program. Then those that have been selected for the scholarship will be emailed, and then they will be asked to upload their full document to the Daad portal. So you are actually selected for the masters for the program before you can now upload your documents to the Daad portal. Now here it says important, please make sure that you have a full set of copies of your application documents in PDF formats. PDF formats it's very important that all these things are taken into account carefully, because any mistake you make may actually disqualify you for the scholarship. Please submit original documents only if you are explicitly asked to do so by the master's course. So it means you can submit copies of your document, but if your master's course asks you to submit original documents, you need to submit them, else you may not be considered for the scholarship. Thus, the selection process is finalized. All applicants are informed in writing after the end of the selection process, expected in December 2024 or January 2025. So it's I think it's something you should start preparing for. Then selection criteria. Most selection criteria are a conclusive account of your academic, professional, and personal motivation for the study endeavor in Germany and for choosing and prioritizing the master's course. This motivation should clearly relate to the goal of the scholarship providers. That's this. Then practical experience, like I said, I mentioned volunteer. If you've done volunteering, if you've done any work for charities or NGOs, you have to include it in your motivation letter. But don't forget to state in your motivation letter why you have selected a particular course as your first choice and why you have selected the other as your second choice. Then a first. Now these are the criteria that are most important in selecting beneficiaries for this scholarship. So if you have all this, I think you are at high percentage of winning this scholarship. Then a first higher education degree completed with above average grades. That's upper third. I don't really know what upper third means. I think it's second class lower. Yeah, that's second class lower. Yes, if you're from Nigeria. Then formal requirements. Candidates who already hold master's degree must make a well-argued case why they should be funded for another postgraduate degree. Okay. Um, okay, so I think this program is actually for master's studies only, not PhD. So then they said candidates who have spent more than 15 months in a country not listed in the DAC list are not eligible for the scholarship. I don't know why. So all master courses have their own selection criteria. So it is for you to go to the courses and look at the selection criteria for each of these courses and see if you meet them. Then you will have to coincide. You have to look at these as well and see if you meet the criteria for this, and then you submit your application. The requirement for language skills and the required language certificate vary depending on the respective masters courses. So I think some of these masters courses that you'll be doing will actually list some countries that are exempted from English language proficiency certificate because you are from an English speaking country or a country where English language is the official language. And the documents required are for the application. Now you have to be very, very careful. A ticked of checklist and list of the criteria. So all the documents that they have listed out in the criteria, you have to bring them, and then the checklist as well. You would have ticked every of the boxes on the checklist, and then you would submit this. Print it out. That's print it out, sign it by hand, and scan it and include it in your documents. So you print the checklist and the list of criteria out, sign it, and include it in the document that you'll be sending to the universities. And the Daad application form, application for a research. Okay, we would also see the Daad application form. Now, here again, a single letter of motivation, which I have talked about previously. Now it says, even when applying for 2 master's courses, including the date of the issue and a precise account of your academic, professional, and personal reasons for wishing to participate in the Helmut Smith's program, as well as a detailed explanation of your choice of master's course, indicating your first choice of master's course is why your first choice of master's course is your first choice, and why your second choice of master's course is your second choice, and how they will advance you academically and professionally. Maximum 2 pages long. So you must provide the same letter of motivation to both courses you are applying for. So it's like you're writing one motivation letter for 2 courses that you're applying for. So what you should do, I think, is to look for the course that you are most suitable for, and then it should be your first choice. Then the second choice can be the one that you think is your most preferred. Then a curriculum vitae in reverse chronological order, including the date of issue. Oh, okay, date of issue mean the date that you created it, I think. Then please note the format should be in Europass format. Now I'm going to do a video of how you can uh, you can make your CV. Yes, make your CV in the Europass format. It's not really difficult. It's easy though. And then you have to include the date. So with exact information about your studies and practical experience, gap of 3 months or more must be explained. So if you have gaps in working experience less than 3 months, then you cannot explain. You don't need to explain it. But if it's more than 3 months, or if it's 3 months and more than that, you need to explain why you had that gap. And copies of your higher education certificates, please provide a certified translation if the original is not in in German or English, and make sure these are clearly legible. Copy of your full set of transcript of records, including an explanation of the grading system. Please provide a certified translation if the original is not in German or English, and make sure these are clearly legible. Again, confirmation of relevant professional experience or internship, and or proof of relevant political activities or services to your community, such as volunteering work and the rest like that. So if you have ever volunteered or you have ever worked for an NGO organization or any charity organization, you can ask them to give you a document that confirms that you actually work with them, and they'll have to kind of stamp it to show that yes, that you actually work there. And they even said that on headed paper, including an original not scanned or code certified digital signature. The date, including an original not scanned or code certified digital signature, the date of issue, and a stamp. If necessary, please provide a certified translation, proof of English language skills. So like now, but they said for the programs, it's not all of them that require this. So you would have to check because it is course specific. Some courses will ask you to provide the English language proof, and some will not. Say a current written reference from your current employer or from a university lecturer only if you are a student at present, and a headed paper. Yeah, taking long. Application from the People's Republic of applicants from the People's Republic of China are asked to submit an APS certificate with the application documents. Okay, then the deadline, the application period for all seven higher education institutions is from 1st of June until 31st of July. So have more like 40 days to apply for the scholarship. Application location, please submit your application for the master's course and the Daad scholarship to the master's course of your choice and not the Daad. So everything about this scholarship, your application for the master's course is to the program that you're applying for, and then the to apply for the Daad is to the program you're applying for as well. They said, please note that applications may be rejected for formal reasons if you will submit any document that are illegible. Sorry. Applications are addressed to more than two institutions, and all that do not include a clear and consistent prioritization in the Daad form, and the letter of motivation will be excluded from the selection process. So you have to be meticulous while applying for this scholarship. Only applications included in all required documents will be considered. Okay, now let's go down and look at the courses and the universities where you can apply for. Social Protection, University of Applied Sciences, Bonn, Rex, teaching language English, duration 4 semesters, blended learning concept. And then the next one is Development and Governance, then Public Policy, Peace and Conflict Studies, the universities as well. So you can just do well to go through this. I don't want to bore you with much of this information. I will leave the link of the of the scholarship in the description box below, so you can just click and go there. So in order to make this video short, let me just head straight to the checklist, which is here. Yeah, so this is the checklist that we talked about. So you have to check and see that everything you have is ticked off, including where you have more than one document. You have to you have to tick it to show that you have this document, because you're going to submit this checklist as well. So all you have to do is, as you are submitting or as you are preparing your application, you are also checking this checklist and marking it to see that you have every document available for this scholarship. And then the last thing you do is to include the date and the location, that is your country where you are applying from, and then the name and signature by hand. Then you can scan and submit it. Then let's go to the Daad scholarship uh, document as well. So you are, because you're submitting this to the course that you're applying for, you also have to fill it, and you have to fill it and make sure everything is consistent with what is in your motivation letter, with what is in your what's it called, what is in your checklist. Yes, you have to make sure that everything is consistent, and whatever that you are filling here, if there's anything asking you, they are asking you maybe like your degrees, list of degrees, you have to fill this in reverse chronological order, that's starting with the latest and down to the one that you last, like starting with the earliest to the later ones. Yes, so that's what you should do. And so you should just try, go to this link and download all the documents and try to make sure you adhere to the guidelines that have been provided and submit your application. The deadline again is 31st of July, and so try to be quick with your application, and I wish you all the best of luck. If you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, please be with you to subscribe to the channel, like and share the channel so that we can grow the community. And I hope that sooner or later you will be an awardee of a scholarship, and you'll see how your life will be changed. Thank you, and bye bye.